I was born in Patna, Bihar. We were two brothers. My elder brother was Joydev Banerjee, myself Vasudev Banerjee. We had two cousins, one sister, Anima, and the cousin brother was Mohanlal. And we were brought up by my parents all together. And I studied in Deoghar school. I started from UP school, upper primary school, then moved on to middle primary school, then the higher school. Had my matriculation from Deoghar and proceeded to Kolkata and admitted myself in Ashutosh College. I stayed at my maternal grandparents' house, where I had my education in science, and then I moved on to the medical college, RG Col Medical College. And I graduated from there, and I started as a house surgeon in Cancer Hospital, Chittaranjan Cancer Hospital in Kolkata. And then after that, I started working in an industrial house in a cycle factory. And I was there for 6.5 years, stayed with the foreigners only in a company-owned foreigners hotel. So I had the opportunity to mix with the foreigners as Englishmen and Germans. So to converse with them, I had to learn German, and to perfect it, I had to learn German grammar also. So I was working there, but after 6.5 years, so then I thought that I should leave this place, and I started to have my postgraduate qualification in surgery. So all on a sudden, I could grab an advertisement that required English speaking, preferably German speaking, and that made me more easy to access on this scholarship. So I was offered scholarship by the University of Vienna, and that was in the year 1963. And they offered me the degree in orthopedic traumatic surgery. And I was a bit reluctant to accept it, but my professor asked me, beggars cannot be choosers. So you accept it, go away. So I had been to Vienna, and my professor was so kind enough that he knew my ambition to become a general surgeon also. So I worked very hard with sincerity and honesty, worked throughout the day. I did quite well in the general surgery exams and got both the accident, orthopedic and general surgeon. And then I came back and joined somewhere else, and ultimately I joined the government ESI hospital, Employees State Insurance Scheme, where I worked for 35 years as an honorary consultant surgeon. And at the same time, I was absorbed as a postgraduate teacher in the University College of Medicine. I have to work in the capacity of an orthopedic surgeon and also a general surgeon, and I had the opportunity to run an artificial limb center and rehabilitation because I had some experience and knowledge in that when I was in Vienna. I worked in Vienna under the most legendary name of Professor Lorenz Bühler.
Bühler, yes.
Then I am continuing it for more than 49 years and I am doing my private practice nearby for at least 45 years.
Yeah. So even though you're in your late 80s, you're still working hard as an orthopedic surgeon.
I am now 88 years old. 88 years plus.
But 88 years plus. And doing well. Tell me a little bit about why you became a doctor. Why did you choose to go to medicine?
Because actually my cousin was a doctor, was studying medicine, and my uncle was a doctor, and we had been admitted to the same college as my uncle and my cousin.
Okay.
I was living with my maternal grandparents at One Southern Avenue.
Southern Avenue. Yes, and were they also living on Southern Avenue, or?
Oh, yes.
Okay. What favorite things did you do growing up there? Did you have favorite things to do?
I was a great fan of football.
Okay.
I was very eager to have some athletics also. So I always captained the team.
You were captain of the team?
Always.
Okay, always.
Yes. And I represented school in the tournaments.
Tell me a little bit about your parents.
My father was a lawyer. My father was the son of my grandfather, who was legal advisor to the king of Tipperah.
Oh, okay.
It was a princely state at that time. And my father had the education at Tipperah. Primary education.
Okay.
Then he came to Kolkata for his further education and had been admitted to Scottish Church College for his graduation, and then finally Law College, University Law College for legal.
And he learned English as a young boy already?
Oh yes.
Okay.
It was compulsory at that time.
Oh, everybody had to learn
Oh
English.
yes.
Okay.
You see, it was British colony. Colonial system was there when we were there. After that, 1947 brought us independence.
Okay. But you remember the colonial times, and you went
yes,
to the
of
school
course, very
system
much.
and everything. Okay.
Because my maternal grandfather was a very big man, He was just like a king at that time of the locality. It's called Santal Parganas,
Oh,
and it was just manned by all the Britishers,
okay.
and he was the head of the Britishers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
And was he in favor of independence, or
Oh, yes, of course.
he was? Okay.
Because under him all the Britishers were there, and he lived a very decent life without having any drinks or anything, alcoholic drinks or others.
I
He
see.
never ate chickens or hen's egg or like that.
Let's talk a few minutes about your time in Germany, and then I want you to tell me about how you found your brother after many years. Tell me the story. It's a wonderful story.
It's a very heart-rending story. When I found out my brother there, and he received me with a very warm heart and embraced me, and he wept that he lost contact with us. So he was very grateful to me that I made the contact, and I was so much affectionately accommodated by my Bodhi and Dada. So I can never forget that in my life.
Tell me what you did then to bring the family back together.
Yes, after I came back, so I insisted my parents to have a meeting with them. So ultimately I was successful in sending them to his place, and they enjoyed their stay for more than 2.5 months.
And that was the first visit. Right?
And then Dada and Bodhi came to India in the year 1980.
Tell me the story of Mono.
Monu was my 1.5 year older than me. Monu and Onima, his sister, they both lost their mother when Monu was 9-year-old and Onima was 3-year-old. So my parents accommodated them at that time till my cousin sister Onima was married from our place they were, and Monu Chorda, as I called him, he had his primary education from Deoghar. Then we came to Kolkata for our further education. And Chorda was staying with my maternal aunt. I was staying with my paternal grandparents. Very close by. We used to meet daily in the evening.
Now he had a good sense of humor.
Oh yes.
And you guys shared this apartment for how many years together?
40 years.
40 years, yeah. He was a wonderful person, and I just remember he was He was very,
He was just an umbrella to me.
yeah.
উনি সকালবেলা উঠতেন 5টার সময় উঠে প্রথমে বাথরুম যেতেন, তারপরে নিজের হাতে সমস্ত কাজ করতেন, বাথরুম ধোয়া, পরিষ্কার করা, গাছে জল দেয়া। তারপরে উনি আসতেন ঘরে, এসে একটু পেপারটা দেখে নিয়ে গীতা পড়তেন। তারপরে ওনার নিত্যদিনের কাজ ছিল দাড়ি কামানো, সেটা করে নিয়ে তারপরে উনি ওই 10টা গুনে ছোলা একটু আদা খেতেন। তারপরে যেতেন ইউনিভার্সিটিতে, 11টা 15তে বেরোতেন। এখান থেকে উনি মামার বাড়ি যেতেন। ইদানিং উঠতে ওনার পায়ে ভীষণ কষ্ট হতো, তাও উনি সবার সাথে দেখা করতেন। এমন কেউ নেই যে উনি প্রত্যেককে নক করে গেছেন, এমন কেউ নেই যে উনি ওনার খবর রাখেননি। যখন নিজে পারেননি তখন ফোনে ফোনে সবার খবর রেখেছেন, সবার সাথে যোগাযোগ রাখতেন। উনি খেতে ভালোবাসতেন ভীষণ, সেটা হচ্ছে চপ, কাটলেট। বাকি ওনার খাওয়া সব মাপার মধ্যে। কোল্ড ড্রিঙ্কস ভীষণ ভালোবাসতেন। গান তো ওনার প্রিয় ছিল, বাড়ি ভর্তি বাজনা। উনি যখন অবসর সময় মাঝে মাঝে গান শুনতেন, বিদেশি বাজনা শুনতেন, সেইগুলো ইদানিং আর পড়া হয়নি।
ধাই যেন মোর সকল ভালোবাসা, প্রভু তোমার পানে, তোমার পানে, তোমার পানে যাই যেন মোর সকল গভীর আশা, প্রভু তোমার।
সবাই ওনাকে বলতেন যে বিয়ে করনি, দেখবে কে। ওনার দৃঢ় বিশ্বাস, সবসময় সবাইকে বলতো দেখনেওয়ালা একজনই, তিনি হলেন ভগবান। ওনার ওপরে বিশ্বাস কখনো হারাবে না, সবাইকে এই কথাই বলতেন।
ধাই যেন মোর সকল ভালোবাসা, প্রভু তোমার পানে, তোমার পানে, তোমার পানে।